Hello everyone, welcome back to the New York Times crossword. Today is Thursday, September 11th. Let's get started with City with the view of Mount Vesuvius. What's, I don't know. Somewhere in Italy, I guess. What's the name of that one city that, like, famously, the volcano blew up on them and they all, right? Like, there's a famous one from, Roman times. Can't think what it's called at the moment. Minuscule in cutesy lingo. Teeny weeny, but like... That doesn't fit, obviously. Maybe. I mean, it's in this is in italics. It's part of the theme. Maybe I can write teeny weeny here somehow, but I don't know how yet. Seinfeld roll. Well, Kramer, Elaine, George, those are all 6 letters, right? Semi-aquatic amphibian. Well, like a newt, right? But... I think eft is the word for a baby newt, but I think they would have to tell me if that's what they wanted. Resembling? I don't know. Came unglued. Don't know. Handheld communication device. Could be an iPhone. Could be a tricorder. I don't know. Get cranky with fatigue, maybe. Don't know. Tough start this Thursday. Dangers in the Hurt Locker. I don't know anything about the Hurt Locker. Long-time portrayer of TV's Captain Pierce. Never heard of this person either. Jam. Musician's jam. Jam goes on bread. A jam is a traffic jam. It's a snag in traffic? I don't love that. Anti-racist movement since 2013? Are we looking for Black Lives Matter? Was that around in 2013? I feel like it didn't reach the national consciousness till after that, but that just shows what a racist I am, I guess. Jam. I don't know. Check out. Ogle? Maybe? Lash mark. Well, like a welt, right? Material, a coarse weave. I don't know. Total. In sum? Or ugh. I'll put it in for now. I need to write something or I'm never going to get anywhere. Microdosing substance. Okay, LSD looks like the first one I'm actually happy writing. BLM is probably right, especially now that LSD is there. But blowout. A bash is a blowout. I think a perm is a blowout of hair, right? Those are both hair things. I think they might be the same thing. Leonard, who helped develop calculus. I feel like I should know math history. No, Leonard Euler. I didn't know he had helped develop calculus, but it's not a surprise. And he's the famous Leonard of math history, I think. A blowout is a rout in a competition. Sound in a horror film. A screech. A scream. Simpson née Bouvier. That's Marge's maiden name. Not that I could have told you, oh, what's Marge's maiden name? But like now that it's written there and they say it's a Simpson's maiden name, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It is Marge's, isn't it? And even if you didn't know that, you could guess. Gray coat in the Civil War. Oh, I was like, well, a red, right? But no, that's A, not the Civil War. It's the Revolutionary War. And B, if they were red, they wouldn't be gray. But I guess rebels must have been gray coats. Tick-borne affliction, Lyme disease. Treats as a sprain, ices. Okay, in some is wrong, which does not shock me at all. Approves. Oh, scream is wrong too? Because approves is okays, probably? Briny. Briny as an adjective, I don't think you can say in 3 letters, but there are weirdos who say like the briny and they mean the ocean, so I think you can write the C here. A shriek is in a horror film. Total. Dunno. Archangel in Paradise Lost? Uriel is an angel, right? I've never read Paradise Lost, but... Powerful ones have resolutions less than 0.1 nanometer. A microscope, I suppose. Microscopes, because they're plural here. Oh, if something totals $100, it sums to $100. Long hyphen and M dash or N dash, they're both long. They probably want M here because it's the longest, but I think you could write an N there. H, I guess this must be an Ada, not an H. Grandma in Gloucester, a Nan, I suppose. Steamy place, a spa. Well, a hot tub? Is a spa steamy? Isn't a spa like a whole facility? It wouldn't all be steamy, would it? Well, now I could write teensy here if I wanted, or weensy or something. You betcha looks like yep. Came unglued. What? Got cranky with fatigue, maybe. Well, it's like didn't have a nap, not had need. Get cranky. You need a nap. Vices that are best abandoned. Nasty habits. Check out. This could mean like at a supermarket. It could mean, as I had earlier, ogle. It could mean to like doze off kind of, or be lost in a daze. Longtime portrayer of Captain Pierce. Alan Alda? Material with a coarse weave. Okay, lash mark is a welt. Wem tape? Okay, I mean this still could be an N, and it looks a little bit... Went ape. Okay, I'm glad I pointed out this could have been an N. A reed? A teed? I mean... Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Can you say weed has a coarse weave? I don't think you can. Weensy would be okay here, but not great. This is probably an S, because this is plural, and we would have C's too. To check something out is to test it, sure. Like a product. Mom, dad, and sis, but not bro. They're palindromes. Took a shine to. Liked? It does mean that, but it's not quite right, I don't think. Because took a shine to kind of suggests a growing likeness, whereas liked could be a level amount. City with a view of Mount Vesuvius. What is that city I'm thinking of that like everybody turned into fossils instantly? I don't think it's even Mount. I don't remember if it was Vesuvius or Etna that had that eruption, but. Okay, now the Seinfeld Rel. The Seinfeld roll is Elaine. Semi-aquatic amphibian. I'm reminded of the the news headline that became a meme a few years ago about a California court ruling that bees counted as fish. I don't think they're semi-aquatic amphibians, though. And obviously, you can go look up the details. The point was not that anyone thought bees were really fish, but that it was much easier in the laws to get protection for fish than it was for new animals. And the law that defined fish was very loose. And so it was just, if you wanted to get protection for bees, it was easier to say, well, they're fish. I dare you to prove they're not. That's roughly what was happening there. Resembling is in Allah. Caplis. Lapos. Took a shine to. Okay, maybe it is liked. I.E. Oh, is the Hurt Locker about, like, the war in the Middle East? IEDs, maybe? City west-northwest of Tulsa. I don't know where it is, but I know Enid is the name of a city because it came up in a crossword before. And I believe it's in Oklahoma. Handheld communication devices. Well, these are walkie-talkies. Oh, whoops, this should be an E, not an S. So this is, okay, Naples. Okay, this is not the city where everybody was vaporized. But sure, it has a view of Mount Vesuvius. So this must be a newt. And this is a walkie-talkie, like this. And then this is Tweed and Teensy Weensy. So we're having W's and T's that go together. And in the downs, they're read as like both of them in order. Whereas in the acrosses, they're read as two different ways to interpret the clue. Okay. Well, no. Two different answers to the clue, which you concatenate. A jam is a bind. Dance pioneer Duncan. Get out of here. Back-to-back sporting events. Double headers. Yes. Marinara tomato must be Roma. Kind of surgeon oral. Hi. Ah, the first hi is capitalized. Aloha is how they say hi in HI. Pair of words that are usually contracted. I don't know. Curved shapes. Well, like bells, but... Cassaba, Ichi? What the hell does that mean? What is cassaba? A melon? Maybe. Plethora is a lot. Courtroom figures are DAs. Curved shapes. Do you want me to say bobs here, maybe? A bows? Probably bows. Those are definitely curved. Lush. A sot and a lush are both words for people who drink a lot of alcohol, right? We don't really have words for people who drink a lot of liquids because that's just people who are alive. One laying a foundation, a mason. Turner of rock, Tina Turner. Video surveillance letters, CCTV. T-shot you could slice. Dune buggies and ATV, sure. Organic fertilizer is guano. Are not and aren't, I guess. Butter from a farm. Cute trick. It's not butter that you get from milk. It's an animal that butts things, a ram. Isadora. Okay, that's a nice name. Ready for an emergency. You're on call. Time for a trip to the laundromat. Washing day. Time for a trip. Time for a trip? I don't know. Out. I don't know. I am blank. One-time reality TV spin-off. I have no idea. Region of South Dakota beats me. Nursery rhyme character known as Lil Trill in Denmark. Don't know. Author who created Heffalumps and Woozles. Well, like Dr. Seuss, right? No. These are from Winnie the Pooh. A.A. Milne. I had them confused with like Horton Hears a Who, but current measure. A measure of the current is like water speed. It's, I don't know. Flashiness. I don't know. Answer with a salute. Don't know. This is like wash day, right? But that's not, I can't fit that. Alternative to gain? I don't know what gain is. It sounds like... Oh, it's a laundry detergent. That's right. Gain and Tide. I buy Tide. Guest freebies. Don't know. I don't know. Youngest of the Bronte sisters. Oh. Who are they? Charlotte. I can't remember the other two. Sorry. Philosopher David, who wrote a treatise of human nature. I don't know who wrote this, but David Hume is a well-known philosopher. Was. Medieval entertainer. A jester, but... Good rating for a bond, AAA. Non-combat region in brief, a demilitarized zone. Cheney of politics, Liz. Was this Badlands? I guess. Anne, yeah, that makes sense. I am Kate. I don't know who the hell Kate is. I guess I should have watched the show, then I would know. Out is shoe. Well, this is Humpty Dumpty here. Right, I can't fit wash day, but I could if I put the H and the D in the same square, of course. Flashiness is razzle dazzle, and a bard is a medieval entertainer. Prefix with lingual or lateral? Trilingual, trilateral? Sure. Blank blues? Song on the Beatles' White Album? I don't know. Yes blues? Is that a thing? Ampere measures electrical current. Answer with a salute. Yes, sir. Comps, complimentary things. Your blues? What the heck? What do these Beatle guys know even how to talk? George Carlin for the first episode of Saturday Night Live. He was the first host, I have heard. Sulky looking, pouty. Request for a high five. Up top. Subway system is the Metro. Opponent of Cuomo and Mondani. What's his name? Puma's a sneaker. Cross one's fingers hoped. Adams? I think I was trying to think of Mondani's first name. But yeah, I guess Eric Adams probably ran again. Why not? Okay, let's start the word. Wasn't pouty like a Wordle answer just the other day? Or it was something I guessed? Because I remember I guessed potty and like a lot of it was right, but not all of it, and then it was pouty. I'll start with storm, actually. What? Wordle badges? Go. I just want to play the Wordle, man. Liner. Chair? Okay. It kind of had to, like, the I wants to go in front of this R. Because there aren't, like, what other vowels could you have? An A, right? Well, it's hard. It's not impossible to have, like, I up front, then AR, but I don't think it's very common. So I thought, okay, I'll put the I in front of the R. But there aren't a lot of words that look that way without an A here. And chair was the first one I thought of. All right, connections. Did I get yesterday's? I did. So I'm finally back on badges. All right. You guys can check those out off camera. I will too. I'm not, I'm not immune to clicking on new things, but I don't care enough to look at it right now. A whopper, a whale, a colossus, a mammoth. These all mean enormous or enormous thing. Mound might mean the same thing, but this is my candidate for 4 things. A dent, a ding, a mar. Well, not a mar. These are verbs, not nouns, I guess. A scratch, to scratch. Yeah, these are ways to damage a surface. Plate and mound and base, these are all baseball locations. And the batter's box, I guess. That would leave me with snicker, point, stare, and whisper. Rude ways to pay attention to someone or something. So what do we want to guess first then? The baseball things should be blue. Ding, I would guess, is maybe green or yellow. I'll try this as the purple group. This is blue. Green. Behemoth is a good word. Okay, well, let's grab the baseball things then. Oh, these are purple, really? Okay. Because blue is usually about trivia. Kind of, like a list of things in a category. Whereas I would, yeah, I mean, it's not crazy to make this blue, I guess. But this seems so straightforward. I don't know why it's purple. I mean, I guess it must be just today's an easy day. Is that what's going on? Yeah, everyone agreed today was easy. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.